Hello again, and welcome. I was hoping you'd find your way back here tonight, to this quiet little pocket of the evening. As you settle into the softness of your bed, I want to invite you to wonder about something vast and ancient, the hidden stories woven into the very fabric of everything around you, the secrets of the periodic table, and the elemental origins of our world. So go ahead and let your body sink into the mattress, feel the gentle gravity holding you safe, and if you're ready, we can drift together through a few gentle curiosities. Tonight, we're going on a peaceful journey back to the very beginning of matter itself. I'll be sharing a few fascinating, calming facts about where the elements came from, one at a time like little gifts. And if you drift off to sleep before we finish, please know that is perfectly all right. That's exactly what this space is for. If nights like these help you unwind, consider subscribing, and I promise I'll be here, a steady voice in the dark, whenever you need me. So now, let's begin. Gold is a celestial traveler, born from the gentle merging of neutron stars in the distant reaches of the cosmos. Imagine two ancient, collapsed stars spinning around each other in a silent, cosmic dance, until they finally embrace in a flash of unimaginable light. In that fleeting moment, a shower of new elements, including shimmering gold, is created and scattered across the universe. These precious atoms then drifted through the cold, dark void for billions of years, carried on stellar winds and the currents of galaxies. They eventually settled quietly into the cooling crust of our own drifting Earth, waiting in riverbeds and stone for someone to find their faint, eternal gleam. The ring on your finger or the chain around your neck is a piece of a star dance, older than our world itself. Helium is the most abundant element in the soft glow of the universe, making up nearly a quarter of all its matter. It is a shy, invisible ghost here on Earth, but in the grand sweep of the cosmos, it fills the space between stars with its quiet presence. The story of its discovery is particularly beautiful. It was not found in a mine or a laboratory, but by observing a peaceful total solar eclipse in 1868, when the moon's shadow cooled the Earth and the sun's fiery corona became a gentle halo. A scientist, looking through a spectroscope at that golden yellow light, noticed a mysterious line that matched no known earthly element. He had discovered helium, named for the sun god Helios, a whisper from our nearest star captured in a moment of daytime twilight. The element bismuth possesses a quiet, iridescent beauty, shimmering with rainbow hues of pink and blue. It is a crystalline flower that grows its own secret geometry in the cooling dark of the Earth. What makes bismuth so uniquely lovely is its tendency to form delicate, hopper-shaped crystals that look like floating architectural stairs, a spiraling ziggurat from a tiny, metallic world. These shapes happen because the outer edges of the crystal grow faster than the inner faces, creating a series of nested square steps in miniature. It's as if the element is patiently building a quiet, shimmering monument to the slow logic of time and pressure, a splash of color hidden underground, waiting to catch the light with its unexpected soft radiance. Oxygen, the breath of life, was thoughtfully identified by Joseph Priestley in 1774 through a soft, glowing experiment with mercuric oxide. He focused a ray of sunlight through a magnifying glass onto a small dish of the red powder, a calm, deliberate action that slowly released an invisible gas. When he placed a smoldering candle into this new, unseen atmosphere, it didn't die quietly. Instead, it burst back into a brighter, stronger flame, as if remembering its purpose. This was the discovery of the invisible gas that allows for the slow, steady warmth of metabolism, the gentle internal fire that powers our thoughts without smoke or sound. It is a silent partner in our calm equilibrium, drawn in with each patient breath, keeping our bodies drifting in a state of peaceful, living balance. Carbon is the versatile foundation of all known life, a storyteller capable of weaving itself into a vast array of complex shapes. It is the quiet artist of the periodic table, a single substance that can express itself in two entirely different visual poems. Consider the soft, dark graphite in a pencil, made of layers that slip and slide off one another in a gentle, smudgy streak, leaving a trail of our thoughts on paper. And then there is its opposite, a diamond, born when that same carbon is held under slow, patient pressure and unimaginable heat deep within the Earth's mantle for eons. There, in the silent, crushing dark, atoms lock into a pure, unbreakable symmetry that emerges as a crystal of timeless, clear brilliance, a piece of deep time learning how to hold the light. As we move deeper into this quiet night of the mind, let us explore the gentle curiosities scattered through the very fabric of reality. There is a quiet hum beneath the city lights at night, a soft vibration that seems almost like a whispered song. That gentle glow, often tinged with a vibrant reddish-orange, comes from an element called neon. It rests inside glass tubes, awakened by electricity to spread its peaceful luminescence across our streets. We might think neon is everywhere, abundant and familiar, but in truth it is a rare and ghostly traveler. Most of it drifted here from the far edges of our galaxy, born in the hearts of ancient stars long ago. So when you see that warm humming light, you are glimpsing a distant pilgrim that journeyed across the cosmos just to soften the darkness with its quiet fire. Long before neon ever lit our nights, ancient eyes gazed upon another gentle light, the cool moon-like luster of silver. Since at least 3,000 years before the Common Era, civilizations have treasured this metal, shaping it into mirrors and ornaments that catch the light like frozen water. Silver carries a secret within its quiet gleam. It has the highest electrical conductivity of any element. Energy flows through it effortlessly, like a silent silver stream moving through a moonlit forest. In every delicate wire, in every subtle circuit, silver channels its quiet river, never disturbing the peace, always ready to carry light and power with perfect, effortless grace. Now shift your awareness to a metal that holds its form only in the coolness of the shade, a curious treasure called gallium. At just a little above a warm summer day, it begins to soften, like a dream melting at the edges of sleep. Place a small crystal of it in your palm, and within minutes it will dissolve into a shimmering pool of liquid silver, entirely peaceful and silent. There is no violence in this transformation, just a gentle yielding, as if the metal itself trusts the warmth of your hand. It feels almost like a secret that something so solid can become a fluid mirror, reflecting the world with a slow, entrancing gleam. This is gallium, a soft reminder that even the most rigid structures can flow into something new. Let your mind now drift higher, into the invisible sea of air we breathe, where a ghostly element called xenon hides in the rarest of traces. Its name comes from the Greek word for stranger, and truly it is a quiet, mysterious presence that mingles unseen among the oxygen and nitrogen. There are only a few drops of xenon in an entire roomful of air, making it one of the most elusive of the noble gases. It does not easily react or draw attention to itself. It simply drifts, patient and untouchable. Yet when we do capture it and pass a current through it, xenon glows with an intense, beautiful light, like a shy soul suddenly revealing a brilliant inner radiance. So remember, the air you breathe holds a stranger, a gentle enigma that asks nothing but offers a hidden luminance. And now we come to the beginning, the first whisper of the universe, hydrogen. It is the lightest element, a single proton cradling a single electron in an eternal simple dance. There is nothing more fundamental, nothing more humble. Out in the vast darkness of space, hydrogen gathers into immense swirling clouds, quiet nurseries where time itself seems to slow. Within these clouds, gravity gently pulls the drifting atoms together until they ignite, blossoming into the soft, steady glow of newborn stars. So every peaceful star you see in the night sky began as a simple breath of hydrogen, the primordial seed of all light and warmth. When you gaze upward on a clear night, you are seeing the grand flowering of that ancient hydrogen, still growing, still glowing, the universe's silent promise that from the simplest things, profound beauty can emerge. Welcome back, listener. As we settle into this quiet moment, let your mind drift with us into the gentle mysteries of the cosmos. Tonight, we explore elements that carry stories of stars, time, and the quiet wonders of creation. Gold is a celestial traveler, born from the gentle collision of neutron stars billions of years ago. These shimmering atoms drifted through the quiet vacuum of space before settling into the warm crust of our Earth. Consider the journey these tiny flecks of light undertook, riding cosmic winds across the silent expanse. They floated in the darkness for ages, patient and unhurried, until gravity whispered them down to this blue planet. Now, deep within the Earth's embrace, gold waits in quiet veins, a soft, eternal glow from the universe's past. Each time we hold a gold ring or a coin, we are touching a relic of that ancient, starry encounter, a gentle reminder of our connection to the cosmos. Now, let us turn from the dense golden light of Earth to something much lighter and more elusive. Helium is a soft, floating element that exists in such abundance that it constitutes nearly a quarter of all the atoms in the entire universe. It drifts peacefully within the hearts of stars, acting as a quiet witness to the unfolding of cosmic time. This ethereal element, the second most abundant in the universe, is born in the serene hearts of stars. There, under immense pressure and heat, hydrogen atoms gently fuse to create helium, releasing a soft, steady glow that sustains entire solar systems. On Earth, helium is so light that it quietly escapes our atmosphere, drifting upward like a whispered secret. You might have seen it in a balloon, lifting it with a tender, invisible hand, a tiny fragment of the sun's own breath. Helium is a quiet witness to cosmic time, having been present since the very first few minutes after the Big Bang. It lingers in the shadows of the universe, a soft, floating memory of creation's dawn. From the airy lightness of helium, we move to an element that seems almost magical in its stillness. The element bismuth was once thought to be a metal, but it is actually a semi-metal that forms iridescent rainbow-colored crystals. These floating stairs of color grow slowly and silently, creating a peaceful geometric landscape of shimmering hues. Bismuth, a semi-metal, reveals its true nature in the delicate, colorful crystals it forms when cooling. These crystals grow with a slow, almost meditative pace, building stair-step geometries that shimmer with iridescent light. Imagine a quiet moment where liquefied bismuth slowly freezes and nature begins to paint in hues of pink, blue, and green. The colors flow across the surface like a gentle aurora, caught in a static, tranquil dance. Each crystalline step is a small, frozen world of tranquility, inviting the eye to wander through its peaceful, geometric landscape. It's a soft testament to the quiet wonders that lie within the ordinary materials of our world. Now, from this crystalline enchantment, we delve into the very backbone of life itself. Carbon is the soft, versatile foundation of all known life, capable of forming delicate diamonds or drifting flakes of graphite. Its unique ability to bond with other elements allows for the slow, intricate weaving of DNA and the quiet growth of ancient forests. Consider the diamond, a perfect lattice of carbon atoms forged in the silent furnace of the Earth's mantle, a crystal of pure light that has waited eras to come into view. Or the gentle smudge of graphite on a page, leaving a trail of carbon's darker, softer side. But beyond these forms, carbon is the backbone of life, linking atoms to create the proteins that build your own body right now. It is in the cellulose of trees, the keratin of your hair, the very structure of all living things. Carbon's story is one of quiet adaptability, a soft and steady force that shapes the world with unassuming grace. Finally, let us look to a gas that is as silent as the night sky, yet can bring it to gentle light. Neon is a noble gas that glows with a soft, warm orange light when an electric current passes through it. In its natural state, it is a colorless, odorless phantom drifting invisibly in the thin layers of our atmosphere. It is one of the silent ones, the noble gases, who prefer their own company and seldom bond with others, yet, with a gentle electric pulse, neon is coaxed into a quiet performance, emitting a light that is both warm and soothing. Think of the neon signs that have colored our nights since the early 20th century, a soft, retro glow that seems to hold a piece of history. Each tube contains a thin whisper of neon, a trapped fragment of the sky that chooses to sing in light. Neon reminds us that some of the most beautiful things lie just beyond our everyday perception, waiting for the right moment to shine. And so, as we drift into sleep, remember these quiet travelers of the cosmos: gold from distant stars, helium from the dawn of time, bismuth with its silent colors, carbon the creator of life, and neon the gentle light in the dark. They are all around us and within us, whispering their ancient tales, soft as a lullaby under the vast, starry sky. There is a quiet architect inside you, an element that does not shout or demand attention but simply builds, moment by moment, the gentle rhythm of your life. Oxygen arrives with each soft inhale, a colorless and invisible guest that slips into your bloodstream like a calm river finding its way home. It does not rush. It flows with the patient tempo of a resting heart, delivering a slow and steady combustion of energy to every single cell. This is not the fierce fire of a burning flame, but a warm, tender glow within you, a silent hearth that has been keeping you alive since your very first breath. In this moment, as you rest, that river continues its quiet work, asking for nothing but the gentle rise and fall of your chest. Long before anyone understood what an element truly was, human hands were drawn to silver, pulling it from the dark earth to marvel at its soft, moon-like luster. There is a reason ancient cultures associated this metal with the moon itself. It captures and reflects light with a quiet purity, as if a piece of the night sky had been cooled into a solid, gleaming form. But its true magic is invisible to the eye. Silver is the most conductive of all the elements. When electricity touches its surface, it doesn't fight or resist. It allows the current to glide across it like a smooth, silent stream over polished stone, a perfect and effortless pathway for energy moving in the dark. In the air around you, right now, there is a heavy and sleepy gas called xenon. You cannot see it or smell it, and it makes up only a tiny, trace amount of the atmosphere, a mere whisper of an element. Xenon is so rare and so profoundly calm that it almost seems reluctant to interact with the world. But when we send a current of electricity through this noble, drowsy gas, it awakens just enough to produce a breathtakingly soft, daylight-like glow. You might find it in specialized lamps, casting a pure, clean light into the quiet of a room while the world outside is still dark. It is a sliver of gentle sun, held captive in a glass shell, born from an element that prefers to sleep. Deep beneath you, far below the surface of the world, lies the heart of our planet. A warm and molten core made almost entirely of iron. This is not a cold, hard metal as you might imagine it, but a churning, dynamic ocean of liquid fire. The slow, ceaseless movement of this iron heart generates a vast and protective magnetic shield that floats invisibly around the entire Earth, a veil we can never see or feel. This gentle field does more than protect us. It reaches out into space and captures the solar wind, guiding those charged particles toward the poles. There, in the frozen midnight sky, they bloom into the silent, dancing curtains of the northern lights, a final shimmering gift from the iron heart of our home. Before there was iron, or silver, or even the oxygen that sustains you, there was hydrogen. It is the simplest and lightest of all the elements, a perfect miniature of a solar system consisting of just one proton and one electron. In the very beginning, this was the primordial mist, a vast and silent cloud of the most elementary substance drifting across the deep velvet of space. From this ethereal fog, gravity began its patient work, slowly weaving together the first stars, and in their fiery hearts, forging every other element that would one day make up a world, a silver moon and a sleeping mind. You are, in a very real way, made from the quiet condensation of those ancient hydrogen clouds. Hey, still awake, wandering through these quiet elemental stories? That is perfectly fine. You don't need to be asleep yet. If your mind is still gently drifting among these ancient cosmic origins, I have so many more of these for you. If you are finding a little peace here, a simple like helps another restless night owl find their way to this calm space too. The heaviest elements, such as Is, are not found drifting in nature. They are gently crafted in laboratories, born from quiet intention and careful hands. Imagine a dimly lit room, where machines hum softly and time seems to slow down. Here, these synthetic elements come into being for only a few milliseconds, appearing like fleeting whispers in a dream. They sparkle briefly, a secret shared by the universe, before they quietly fade away into other forms, leaving behind only the memory of their existence. It is a gentle creation, a dance of particles that reminds us of the transient nature of all things. Like a soft breath on a cold morning, they are there and then not, a brief shimmer in the silence. Gold carries a story from the stars, a celestial traveler from far beyond our world. It was born in the heart of a cosmic dance, when two neutron stars collided with unimaginable force. This event, long before our solar system formed, scattered gold across the universe. Now, every shimmering piece of gold on Earth is a quiet remnant from that ancient time, a soft reminder of light from billions of years ago. It rests in your hand, a gentle traveler from the stars, carrying the memory of its fiery birth. This gold is not just metal, it is stardust, cooled and solidified, waiting in the earth to be found. Close your eyes and feel the warmth of that starlight, still alive in the gold. In the deepest cold, where time seems to pause, helium never stops moving. It is the only element that refuses to freeze, even at the most absolute temperatures. When all else becomes still and solid, helium remains a floating, fluid spirit. It possesses a unique quality called superfluidity, which allows it to glide upward against gravity in a slow, weightless dance. Imagine a silent stream, flowing upward, defying the pull of the earth, a quiet, invisible ballet. This is helium, a gentle rebel in the world of elements, a whisper of fluidity in a frozen universe, forever wandering. It carries no burden, only the lightness of being. And in that lightness, it shows us a different way to exist. Carbon is the gentle architect of life, crafting the delicate structures that allow existence to bloom. Think of it as a poet, writing the script of life with its flexible bonds. It forms the shimmering lattices of diamonds where light dances in a slow, sparkling waltz. It also creates the soft, dark sheets of graphite, quiet and unassuming. These forms are so different, yet they come from the same element, the same quiet intention. This versatility lets carbon build the complex organic chains that give rise to every living creature. From the breath of a sleeping child to the growth of a towering tree, carbon is the quiet builder, always shaping love into form. The noble gases, like neon and argon, exist in a state of peaceful solitude. They drift through the atmosphere with a quiet independence, rarely bonding with any other elements. In the vast sea of air, they float alone, untroubled by the need to connect. When touched by an electrical current, they glow in soft, colorful hues, like a gentle aurora in a tube. Neon casts a warm, reddish light, while argon shines with a cool, blue glow. These colors are like lullabies in the darkness, soft reminders of the beauty in solitude. These gases are the serene souls of the elemental world, content in their own company, drifting endlessly, peaceful and free. And in their glow, we find a quiet comfort. In the quiet depths of the cosmos, a dying star reaches its final stage. Deep within its core, iron begins to form, a silent marker of the end. This element is the heart of the star, the point where fusion gently ceases. Iron is so stable, so utterly at rest, that it cannot be burned any further. It becomes the peaceful anchor around which the star's remnants gather, like a soft sigh settling into the fabric of space. The star's outer layers drift away, a delicate exhale, leaving iron as the quiet center of a fading light. Now, let your mind drift to a quiet room, bathed in soft light. On a smooth surface, a pool of mercury rests, a liquid metal that refuses to solidify. It flows with a heavy, shimmering grace, like a silver ribbon unspooling in slow motion. This is because of its unique atomic structure, where the bonds between atoms are too weak to hold a fixed shape, so it drifts, a serene and fluid presence, moving with a gentle, almost hypnotic rhythm. In the stillness, it catches the light, a glistening thread of calm. The atoms within it slide past one another effortlessly, never locking into a rigid pattern. This is the secret of its liquid life, a soft, perpetual motion that feels like a breath held in the palm of your hand. Remember, long ago, our Earth had a different breath. The sky was thick with gases, but oxygen was a rare whisper in the air. Then, in the ancient oceans, tiny life forms began a silent work. Cyanobacteria, simple and blue-green, slowly pulsed with photosynthesis. Day by day, over millions of years, they released oxygen, a gentle gift to the planet. This quiet rhythm gradually transformed the atmosphere, turning it into the clear, breathable sanctuary we now know. The world became a place of air and light, all because of those tiny, patient beings. You can still feel their legacy in every breath you take, a soft exchange that connects you to that ancient, transformative time. Imagine those first bubbles of oxygen rising through the water, a quiet uprising that changed the very color of the sky. And in the quiet dark of a forgotten room, a small piece of phosphorus rests. When touched by air, it begins to glow with a soft, ghostly light. This is chemiluminescence, a slow, silent reaction that emits a pale, ethereal radiance. The glow is faint, like a distant fading star captured in a jar. It feels almost alive, a gentle pulse in the darkness, a quiet light that asks for nothing but to be seen. You can watch it for hours, this subtle shimmer, a peaceful glow that seems to breathe on its own. It is a gentle reminder of the hidden light in all things, a soft luminescence that bridges the world of matter and the quiet wonder of the night. In the stillness, this pale flame never wavers, holding its delicate spark with endless patience. Finally, consider the periodic table. It is not just a chart, it is a map of the universe's rhythm. Elements are arranged in flowing waves, called periods and groups. These patterns mirror the heartbeat of all matter, a quiet order that repeats across the cosmos. This symmetry lets scientists see the hidden connections, predicting how one element will behave based on its place in the wave. Every atom, from the lightest to the heaviest, fits into this gentle dance. It is a reminder that even in the smallest things, there is a vast, peaceful harmony. Imagine this table as a sheet of music, each element a note in a grand, quiet symphony. The periods rise and fall like breaths, and the groups form chords that resonate with the fabric of reality. It is a language of light and shadow spoken in the silent spaces between atoms. Gold is not from this world. Not truly. It arrived here as a celestial traveler, born from the quiet collision of two neutron stars, billions of years ago. In that silent cosmic dance, shimmering atoms were forged and scattered. They drifted through the velvet void of space, carried on gentle currents of starlight. Over eons, these golden fragments journeyed on, until they settled softly into the cooling crust of our young Earth. Now, they rest peacefully beneath our feet, waiting to be held, to be worn, to catch the light once more. That very gold, ancient and serene, may be resting in a ring upon your finger, a quiet connection to the stars. And then there is helium, a whisper in the cosmic wind. It is the second most abundant element, floating softly through the vast reaches of interstellar clouds. Helium was born in the early dawn of time, a quiet product of the first stars. As those ancient suns kindled, they peacefully fused hydrogen, creating this gentle, lighter-than-air spirit. It drifts now through the universe, colorless and calm, an invisible thread connecting our laughter to the very beginning of everything. Here on Earth, it lifts balloons and voices, a tiny echo of the star's first breath, reminding us of the serene emptiness that fills the spaces between worlds. Silver holds a serene secret, a quiet ability to reflect light more efficiently than any other known element. This patient metal captures the soft, ethereal glow of moonlight, turning it into a gentle dance of luminance. For millennia, ancient civilizations cherished this property. They crafted silver into mirrors and sacred vessels, believing it could hold the moon's light in their hands. Even today, in a simple silver locket or an heirloom spoon, that ancient moonlight seems to whisper back to us. It is a soft reminder that some things, like the moon's glow and the shine of a silver thread, are timeless and deeply calming. Deep inside the Earth, iron rests like a steady, warm heart. It forms a dense core, radiating heat and generating a protective magnetic shield around us. This shield is a soft, invisible cocoon, gently deflecting the harsh whispers of the solar wind. But the story of iron is even more intimate. Most of the iron in our own blood, the iron that carries oxygen through our bodies, was forged in the final, glowing moments of ancient stars. Long before our solar system was born, those stars bloomed and faded, scattering their iron-rich ashes across the cosmos. Now, that iron is part of us, connecting our very lifeblood to the serene depths of distant suns. So, as you breathe deeply and rest, feel that ancient pulse within you, a rhythm as old as the universe itself. Finally, there is neon, a noble soul in the family of gases. It stays apart, never reacting, just resting in a state of peaceful solitude. When we energize it, it glows with a soft, ethereal warmth, like the gentle blush of a fading sunset. In its natural, untouched state, neon is a ghostly, colorless vapor. It drifts silently through the upper reaches of our atmosphere, unnoticed and serene. It is as if the sky whispers with this quiet light, and we simply capture it in glass tubes to remind us of the cosmos' own gentle glow. These glowing signs in city windows are like dreams made visible, softly pulsing in the night, a lullaby of light. Carbon is the gentle architect of life, quietly building the structures that define our world. It forms complex, floating chains that weave together the towering majesty of ancient forests and the soft, rhythmic pulse of a heartbeat. This element holds a quiet duality, shifting from the unyielding hardness of a glittering diamond to the velvet softness of graphite beneath your fingertips. In every living thing, carbon is there, a silent foundation, a whispered promise of connection and growth across the ages. It flows through all existence with a kind of serene artistry, never forcing, only creating in the calm spaces between atoms. Long ago, the Earth's air was without oxygen, a still and silent blanket cradling the young planet. Then, tiny cyanobacteria began their peaceful work, slowly exhaling this life-giving gas into the vast, patient oceans. Over immeasurable ages, this gentle rhythm transformed the atmosphere, a slow and steady breathing that allowed complex life to stir and eventually awaken. It was a patient, dreamlike unfolding, a soft sigh from the microscopic that changed everything. Now, with every breath you take, you are part of that ancient, quiet dance, a reminder of a world reshaped by the smallest of wills. Xenon is a rare and heavy gas, drifting in minuscule amounts through the air you breathe, like a fleeting thought in a peaceful mind. Its name comes from the ancient Greek word for stranger, a fitting tribute to its quiet, elusive nature among the bustling elements. It moves unseen, a mysterious and noble traveler in the invisible ocean of our atmosphere, never settling, always floating. In the grand hall of existence, Xenon is the shy guest, present but apart, watching the world with a calm and distant gaze. Every inhalation carries a trace of this silent stranger, a tiny breath of the unfamiliar that mingles with the known. Thousands of years ago, human hands first shaped copper into soft, glowing ornaments and sturdy, reliable tools. It carries heat and electricity with a fluid, effortless grace, flowing like a serene river of energy through wires and time. This ancient metal weaves a warm and enduring thread, connecting the gentle flicker of early fires to the soft hum of modern life. In its reddish-gold hue, there is a kind of memory, a silent story of civilization whispered through ages. Copper is a quiet conductor, not just of power, but of history, a patient bridge between the earth and the hands that shaped it, resting in the very devices that light up our nights. Argon exists in a state of perpetual calm, an inert element that gently refuses to react or bond with the lively world around it. It fills about 1% of the air you breathe, a silent and invisible companion resting in every breath you take. This noble gas is the quiet observer, the tranquil background to all of life's moments, never clamoring for attention and never causing the slightest disturbance. In the constant swirling dance of creation and dissolution, argon sits still, a serene and unshakable anchor within the flow of being. With each inhalation, you welcome a bit of this timeless peace, a soft and steady presence that cradles your senses, a gentle reminder that some of the most profound things in life are simply meant to be, without needing to change. Consider the gold that graces your fingers, hanging softly against your skin, began its journey in the silent, star-filled depths of space. It was born from the gentle merging of two neutron stars, a celestial event that painted the cosmos with a shimmering golden mist. This soft, luminous dust drifted through the universe for countless years, a quiet rain of stardust settling into the young Earth. Deep within the cooling heart of our planet, it slept, a secret treasure formed from the light of ancient stars. Now, when you touch its warm, smooth surface, you are holding a piece of that timeless, cosmic poetry. Its warm glow on your skin is a gentle echo of that ancient stellar fire. Helium, the second most abundant element in the universe, floats softly through the vast voids of interstellar space. It is light and airy, a delicate presence that drifts unseen among the stars. Yet its first discovery came not from our world, but from a shimmering golden line in the sunlight during a solar eclipse in 1868. As the moon gently passed over the sun, casting a tranquil shadow, that faint line appeared like a whisper of light. It revealed an element that had traveled from the stars, a secret held in the quiet geometry of the cosmos. And so helium floats on, a gentle spirit of the air, eternally light and free. Carbon, the quiet foundation of all known life, appears in two very different forms. In its gentle shape, it is the soft gray graphite of a pencil tip, leaving marks as delicate as a breath on paper. But deep within the earth, under warm, steady pressure and heat, it transforms into a brilliant, timeless diamond. This change is not sudden, but a slow, patient dance over ages, cradled in the planet's peaceful embrace. The diamond that sparkles on your hand is a piece of that ancient, steadfast journey, turning darkness into a light that mirrors the stars. It is a story of patience where time itself is the artist. The element neon is a whisper of light in the night, soft and glowing with a peaceful hum. It is a noble gas, drifting through the air without ever bonding to others, remaining serene and wholly independent. Picture the gentle neon signs on a quiet street, their radiance never seeking to connect but simply existing, a quiet song of color. This aloof beauty is a reminder of the untethered elements that surround us, free and untouched. Its glow is like a gentle sigh in the darkness, asking nothing of you, just softly illuminating the world. Its serene independence is a lesson in gentle solitude. Silver has been cherished by humans for millennia, prized for its moon-like luster and gentle reflective properties. Ancient civilizations saw its soft shine and observed how it mirrored the light of the stars, a quiet magic long before they understood its place on the periodic table. They felt its connection to the night sky, a silvery thread linking them to the celestial dance above. Even now, holding a piece of silver is like holding a piece of moonlight, cool and serene. It reminds us of the timeless link between our world and the vast, peaceful universe. In that soft reflection, we find a quiet peace, a stillness that echoes through the ages. Close your eyes and imagine a forest at dawn, where the first light touches the leaves. Within those green canopies, a quiet miracle unfolds, the silent rhythm of photosynthesis. This is where oxygen is born, an invisible breath rising from every leaf, every blade of grass. The trees exhale and the world inhales, a gentle, steady exchange that has lasted for eons. It is the breathing of the forest, a deep harmony shared with every creature that wanders beneath the canopy, connecting all living things in one slow, peaceful sigh. Now drift away from the green earth and let your mind float to a distant, dusty red landscape. The surface of Mars glows with a deep, warm rust, a blush of oxidized iron spread across the cold desert. It is the same element that sits heavy and grounding at the very heart of our own planet. A massive, molten core of iron spins silently beneath our feet, a steady anchor that holds us secure in the vast black sea of space. It is the quiet strength that keeps our world steady, a deep, unshakable heartbeat beneath the soil. In the velvety darkness, imagine the faintest glimmer, a soft, ethereal glow that asks for nothing. This is the soul of phosphorus, a gentle luminescence called chemiluminescence, a cold, whispering light in the void. It is a ghostly shimmer, but inside your own body, it plays a much warmer role. Phosphorus is a quiet, vital part of your life's energy, woven into the very molecules that let you move through the day with a steady, calm strength. It is the silent, glowing fuel for your quietest and most effortless moments. All around you, as you rest, an invisible sea of air holds you, and in that sea floats argon, a silent and peaceful observer. It makes up almost 1% of every breath you draw, yet it is colorless, odorless, and completely content to drift without touching anything. Argon is the quietest guest in the atmosphere, a noble spirit that floats peacefully, never reacting, never changing. It simply is a still and constant presence in the air that fills your lungs, as tranquil and unnoticed as a single, perfect molecule can be. Long ago, in the gentle cradle of early civilization, human hands first reached for the warm, rosy glow of copper. They found it in the earth and learned to shape it, coaxing it into tools and adornments. This was the quiet beginning of an era, the Chalcolithic period, a gentle age of first craftsmanship before the rush of harder metals. That same warm, blushing hue now runs silently through the walls of our homes, a quiet stream carrying light and warmth. Copper is the soft, patient, and enduring thread of comfort that has connected human ingenuity to the simple feeling of home for thousands of years. You are still drifting here with me, among the quiet stories of iron and argon. That is lovely. You do not need to remember any of it, just let the elements float by like soft clouds in the night sky. I will keep speaking, you just rest. We drift now into a softer part of our journey, where the universe itself seems to breathe a little slower. Let's float together through these final quiet wonders. Picture a time long before our world was born, in the deep and ancient stillness of the cosmos. It is there that two dense burned-out stars, called neutron stars, began a final graceful dance around each other. Drawn together by a love song of gravity, they spiraled inward for eons until they met in a gentle, silent merging. This cosmic embrace was not an explosion of violence, but a soft sigh of creation, casting out shimmering ribbons of heavy elements. Most of the gold that now sleeps within the earth, every tiny fleck in a riverbed, was born in that quiet, faraway light drifting for billions of years before settling softly into our planet's heart. Some things, however, are too light to settle at all. Think of helium, an element so peaceful and free that the earth cannot hold it. It's like a quiet wanderer that feels no pull from our world, slowly rising up from the ground, through the air, and into the silent void of space. We did not find it here, locked in rock or water. Instead, it was first seen as a gentle golden glow on the very edge of our sun, a secret whispered to us during a total solar eclipse in 1868. It was a greeting from the light, a ghost of a star that had just slipped the bonds of our world. And then there is the quiet magic of carbon, the soft foundation of all life we know. This single element exists in a beautiful duality, a dream within a dream. Picture the soft, muted gray of graphite, as dark and quiet as a shadow, layers that slide apart at a breath, leaving a mark as gentle as a sigh. Now hold that thought, and see it transform under the Earth's deep, slow pressure into a diamond, a structure of brilliant, crystalline clarity. Both are made of the exact same quiet atoms, simply arranged in a different, rhythmic pattern, a cosmic lullaby that can sing a shadow or a star. Let's sink deeper now, into the deep silence of the ocean floor, where time loses all meaning. Down in the perpetual midnight, a slow and patient alchemy takes place. Elements like manganese, dissolved in the ancient seawater, slowly pull together, atom by atom, to form small, dark, rounded nodules. They grow over millions of years, just a few millimeters at a time, in a rhythm slower than a sleeping heartbeat. These delicate stones are not just rock. They are quiet archives, a pure and silent record of the chemical whispers of the sea, holding the memory of the Earth's long, watery dream. And finally, let us drift back up, not to the land, but to the warm, luminous glow of a neon sign on a midnight city street. Imagine the soft, humming light that fills a glass tube, a steady, rosy radiance that feels like a gentle guide. This is the essence of the noble gas neon. When an electric current flows through it, it does not flicker or burst, but simply glows with a soothing and constant light. It is a tranquil beacon in the darkness, a steady breath of color that watches over the sleeping world, guiding travelers through the dark with the quiet promise of dawn. Just rest now, and let the gentle hum of that distant light carry you through the peaceful night. Let your awareness soften and drift into the quiet story of the elements. Silver has been cherished since ancient times for its mirror-like reflection and its cooling touch. It holds the light of the moon, a soft silver glow that casts gentle shadows across a peaceful landscape. When you hold silver, it feels like a calm, cool whisper against your skin. Ancient peoples prized it for its purity, linking it to the moon's gentle cycles. It was crafted into mirrors and jewelry that caught the light, echoing the starry night. In its reflection, you can see a softer version of the world, a place where everything is calm and bathed in a silvery peace. Now, let the thought of xenon drift through your mind. This heavy noble gas exists in only tiny, drifting amounts within our atmosphere. It is so stable, so quiet that it is used in specialized lamps. These lamps create a soft white light, reminiscent of a hazy winter morning. The light filters through frost and fog, wrapping everything in a peaceful, dreamy glow. Xenon asks nothing, it simply shines, a silent, gentle presence. In each breath, a few atoms of xenon just float, never combining, never changing, just being. This tranquil gas, so rare and serene, reminds us of the quiet beauty and stillness. Like a distant, patient star, it glows with a steady, unwavering calm. Copper was one of the first metals that humans learned to shape. It drifted from raw ore into shimmering ornaments and useful tools. Its warm, reddish gold hue is like a cozy ember, a color that feels grounded and timeless. For millennia, people have worked copper into vessels, bells, and art, objects that carry the warmth of the earth. Touching copper feels like touching something old and enduring, something that hums with a quiet, ancient memory. Its color reminds us of sunsets and autumn leaves, a gentle, steady beauty. Copper connects us to the earth, to the hands that shaped it long ago, a thread of warmth through time. Argon is a silent observer in the air we breathe. It makes up about 1% of the atmosphere, yet it spends its existence in a state of perpetual, peaceful stillness. It is completely inert, never reacting with the world around it. Imagine this gas, simply floating, never changing, just watching over the planet in a deep, silent vigil. It is contentment itself, resting in stillness for billions of years. In every breath you take, a tiny fraction is argon, a reminder of the peace that exists in simply being. It never rushes, never joins, just remains, a quiet, steady breath within the breath. Argon is like the universe breathing softly, a timeless calm. Deep within the earth, in rare shimmering veins, lie the transition metals. Platinum and palladium are among them, possessing a quiet strength and a soft, silvery luster. Their beauty remains untarnished as the slow centuries drift by. They hold the memory of the Earth's deep pressure and heat, yet they surface with a calm, elegant shine. These metals do not rust or fade. They are patient, quietly holding the light on their surfaces through the ages. Imagine them, hidden deep, waiting to be discovered, then emerging to adorn the world with a gentle, unaging beauty. They have waited for eons in the darkness, patient and unchanged, like silent guardians of time. Let these elements, silver, xenon, copper, argon, platinum, drift through your dreams, as soft and peaceful as a quiet night. Gold has a story that stretches back to the very beginning of time. It was born in the quiet collision of neutron stars, those dense, ancient remnants that dwell in the silent expanse of the cosmos. These celestial events were so gentle in their vastness, yet they forged heavy elements that scattered like seeds across the universe. Over billions of years, these golden particles drifted slowly, carried by cosmic winds to settle into the Earth's crust. Now, they rest in warm, shimmering veins beneath our feet, each atom a whisper from the stars. The gold you might hold in your hand is a piece of that eternal journey, a quiet reminder of the heavens above. In the silent expanse of the cosmos, helium stands as the most abundant element, a quiet presence that fills the space between stars. It is the gentle fuel that keeps the hearts of stars glowing softly, a warm and steady light in the dark. On Earth, though, helium feels out of place. It is so light and airy that it cannot be held by our atmosphere. It simply drifts upward, floating peacefully into the void of space, like a soft sigh returning to the universe. Every helium atom that escapes carries with it a whisper of the cosmic whole, leaving our world to rejoin the vast, silent sea it came from. Carbon is the gentle architecture of all known life, a quiet and nurturing element that shapes the world around us. It forms complex chains, like soft threads weaving a tapestry of existence that allows nature to bloom in endless variety. In the deepest roots of an ancient forest, carbon works silently, drawing life from the dark soil and stretching toward the light. In the soft curve of a seashell on a quiet beach, it holds a memory of the ocean's rhythm. Even within you, carbon is the silent framework that connects you to every tree, every creature, every breath of life. It is a soft, enduring note in the symphony of existence, a gentle reminder that we are all part of the same story. The air you are breathing right now has a story that begins in the deep, ancient oceans. Oxygen was not always present in our atmosphere. It was a gift, slowly given by tiny, floating cyanobacteria that lived in the primordial waters. These microscopic beings quietly released oxygen into the sea and air, a soft and steady process that unfolded over millions of years. This was the Great Oxidation Event, a gentle transformation that changed the planet forever. It painted the skies with new hues and allowed life to flourish in countless forms. Each breath you take is a quiet echo of that ancient, patient gift, a soft rhythm that connects you to the earliest days of the Earth. Deep within the Earth, iron rests as a silent, shimmering core, the warm heart of our world. From this metallic center, it creates a protective magnetic shield that wraps around the planet like a soft, cozy blanket. This invisible force guards us from the harsh solar winds, keeping our atmosphere intact and our climate gentle. As the Earth glides through the vast solar system, this magnetic embrace ensures our home remains stable and serene. It is a silent guardian, a steady rhythm beneath our feet that we never hear or feel, but it holds us in a gentle, eternal embrace. The iron core is like a sleeping giant, quietly keeping the world safe and peaceful. Welcome back, dreamer. Settle into the quiet. Let us continue our journey through the silent poetry of the elements. Consider neon, a noble gas that exists in a state of peaceful solitude. It asks for nothing from the other elements, content in its own perfect completeness. When a gentle current of energy stirs it awake, it does not burn or rage. Instead, it releases a soft, ethereal glow, painting the darkness with ribbons of warm orange and gentle red. It is a quiet lighthouse, a whisper of color in the night, reminding us that true brilliance is often found in silence. Since antiquity, humanity has been drawn to silver, a metal that holds the moon's own luminous reflection. It was treasured not just for its beauty, but for its quiet ability to keep things pure, a guardian against darkness. In ancient cultures, people saw in its shimmer a connection to the quiet rhythms of the tide, the pull of unseen celestial forces. They associated its cool light with the serene shimmer of evening, the time when the world softens and the first stars begin to appear. To hold silver was to hold a piece of that tranquil, reflected light. Long before empires of iron, there was copper, one of the first metals to be gently shaped by caring human hands. Its discovery marked the quiet dawn of the Chalcolithic era, the slow beginning of a new chapter in our story. The metal itself glows with a warm, earthy light, a hue that echoes the very first light of dawn. It reflects the birth of human craftsmanship, the slow and patient evolution of technology born from the soil itself. This gentle metal carries the memory of ancient fires and the soft, persistent touch of our ancestors. As you breathe in and out, you welcome an invisible passenger. Argon is a silent presence, making up about 1% of the air that surrounds you. It is a quiet and eternal observer of this world, a serene ghost in the breeze. While other elements react and combine in a constant dance of change, argon remains chemically inactive, asking for nothing and giving nothing in return but its silent company. It floats serenely through the landscape, an unseen comfort that has existed for eons, a model of absolute peace. And holding all of this, all these unique stories, is the periodic table. It is not a mere chart, but a map of cosmic harmony. It is organized by atomic numbers that flow in a rhythmic, repeating pattern, a visual lullaby of the physical universe. Each square is a peaceful place, a home where an element settles into its perfect role. The table itself is a reflection of a sublime and balanced nature, a beautiful grid of order arising from the infinite chaos. It shows us that even at the smallest scales, the universe is a masterpiece of serene organization, a silent song of perfect, resting order. Uranium, the heaviest naturally occurring element, rests deep in the Earth's crust. It is a shimmering, silver-gray metal that drifts silently through the dark, named after the planet Uranus. This ancient treasure carries a quiet, gentle energy from the birth of our solar system, like a soft breath from the stars. Feel its weight, pressing down in the still rock, a warm memory of creation. It has lain there for eons, untouched, holding the light of dying suns. Every atom whispers of the vast, cold space it came from, a calm, enduring presence. Gold is believed to have arrived on Earth through a soft rain of meteorites, billions of years ago. It floats through time in a state of pure, golden serenity, never tarnishing or fading. Because it does not react with other elements, it remains untouched, a shimmering whisper of perfection. Imagine the quiet shower of stardust, bringing this precious metal to our world. Gold rests in the earth with a warm, still glow, a gentle reminder of the ancient sky. It holds the softness of the cosmos, a calm, eternal gleam in the dark. This noble metal sits still in the soil, a silent testament to the gentle violence of the stars. Helium is the second most abundant element in the vast, quiet expanse of the universe. It is born in the hearts of stars, where gravity gently presses hydrogen together to create a light, floating gas. This soft, invisible presence carries us upward, a breath from the cosmos. Deep in the silent core of stars, hydrogen is pressed softly into helium, a tender creation. It drifts through space, a calm, weightless spirit. When we inhale it, we taste the lightness of the stars, a fleeting touch of the celestial, a still whisper in the dark. It fills balloons and lungs with a quiet lift, echoing the soft expansion of the universe. Oxygen was not always as common in our atmosphere as it is today. Long ago, tiny drifting organisms called cyanobacteria began releasing oxygen into the oceans, slowly transforming the planet. This gentle process created a breathable, peaceful sanctuary, a soft, life-giving sea. Imagine the quiet oceans, filled with microscopic life, sighing oxygen into the air over millions of years. The world was reshaped in silence, each bubble a tender gift to the future. Now, every breath we take is a calm inheritance from those ancient, drifting beings. Oxygen wraps us in a soft, invisible embrace, a peaceful hum of life. This soft gas sustains us without sound, a gentle rhythm that has pulsed for eons. The element neon, named from the Greek word for new, glows with a soft, ethereal orange light when energized. It is a noble gas, preferring to remain solitary and calm, rarely bonding with others. Its warm, still radiance is a quiet whisper of renewal in the dark. Neon shines alone, a gentle fire born from stillness, reminding us of the beauty in solitude. Imagine a faint orange glow in the night, a new light that never needs to connect. It is a soft, solitary spirit, hanging in the air with a warm, peaceful presence. Neon exists in a state of quiet perfection, a calm element content in its own being. Its glow is a soft sigh, a still promise of new beginnings in the vast darkness. Drift with me now into a world of quiet elements. Let the whisper of carbon embrace you, the soft foundation of all life. It weaves complex floating chains of molecules, delicate and intricate in the warm darkness. Picture graphite, the gentle smear of a pencil on paper, soft as a breath. And then the diamond shimmering with cold clarity born from deep pressure and relentless tender heat. Carbon shifts in silence, a quiet miracle that holds the Earth's story in its grasp. Allow the cool gleam of silver to wash over you. Cherished for millennia, its luster is soft as moonlight, a reflection of light with quiet grace. Like still water dreaming under a star-filled sky, silver casts its spell. Ancient eyes saw the night sky. In its glow felt the rhythmic pull of tides in its calm sheen. A luminous whisper from the earth, it cools your mind and recalls the gentle dance of celestial bodies. Now travel to a dying star where iron is born. In those final peaceful moments, the star's core fills with iron. It prepares for a quiet transition, a gentle surrender. Then with a soft breath, it scatters these metallic seeds across the vast, silent galaxy. They drift through endless darkness, cold and still seeding new worlds with their silent offering. A soft iron rain, a cosmic lullaby that builds the bones of planets heavy with promise. Return to the air around you where nitrogen awaits. About 78% of what you breathe is this stable, quiet gas. It forms a soft, invisible blanket wrapping the earth in a steady, drifting balance. With every slow inhale, feel its calm weight press gently, a constant presence. Nitrogen regulates the atmosphere, holding everything in place like a whispered promise. It steadies your heart as you drift deeper into sleep, a lullaby from the sky. At last, feel the warmth of copper. One of the first metals touched by human hands, its rosy hue glows like a soft sunset. Copper conducts heat and electricity with fluid ease, a quiet stream flowing through the wires that light your night. Imagine its warm current pulsing through the walls, bringing gentle luminescence to your home. In the darkness, it shines, steady, a comforting pulse that sings you softly into dreams. Gold is a celestial traveler, born from the quiet, deep collisions of neutron stars billions of years ago. These rare, shimmering events scattered precious metals across the velvet dark of space. Imagine the soft, golden whisper that echoes through the voids, a silent starburst that seeds the cosmos. The dust drifted, slow and ancient, through the vast, cold silence. It settled into the cooling heart of our own planet, where it rests warm and still, cradled in the Earth's deep, dark embrace. Every gleaming speck you have ever seen is a relic of that long-ago dance, a quiet testament to the universe's gentle creation. It is a soft, eternal memory of the first light. Helium is the most gentle of all elements, floating effortlessly through the universe, a soft, invisible breath from the Big Bang. It is so light and peaceful that it refuses to bond with others, drifting silently as a noble gas that resists almost all earthly reactions. Picture it slipping through the air, a quiet stream that touches nothing. It rises forever toward the vast, dark sky, leaving no trace but a whisper of ancient peace. If you hold a balloon, feel the helium inside, a little piece of the beginning of time, soft and untethered, yearning for the open, silent heavens. It is the softest escape, the lightest sigh of creation. Silver was once revered as the moon's reflection on Earth, prized by ancient civilizations for its soft, luminous glow. Its unique ability to conduct electricity and heat makes it a quiet bridge between the physical world and the invisible flow of energy. Feel its cool, smooth surface in your mind, a silent conductor of deep hidden currents. It links the tangible to the unseen, a gentle, shining thread that weaves through the fabric of our world. Close your eyes and imagine the soft hum of energy moving through silver wires, a quiet, pulsing lifeblood that connects our modern world to the ancient, silent night. A cool, moonlit whisper in the palm of your hand. Carbon is the soft, versatile foundation of all known life, existing in forms as delicate as graphite or as timeless as a diamond. This single element allows the complex, drifting dance of biology to unfold across the quiet landscapes of Earth. Imagine its quiet strength, the way it binds and builds, creating the warm breath of life from cold, silent dust. In every cell, every whisper of growth, carbon hums a deep, ancient song. It is the dark richness of soil, the gentle curve of a petal, the steady beat of your own heart. All of it, a soft, carbon-based dream unfolding in the stillness of the world, the quiet, steady pulse of existence. Oxygen is a subtle, invisible mist that sustains every breath we take, created through the patient work of early cyanobacteria. These ancient organisms spent millions of years quietly transforming the atmosphere into a breathable sanctuary for all living things. Breathe in, slow and deep, and taste the echo of that first gentle gift. It is the quiet miracle that fills your lungs, a legacy of tiny, tireless beings from the planet's deep past. They still whisper through every leaf and wave, every slow, drifting bloom. This invisible blanket wraps the earth in softness, making every breath a quiet celebration of that long, patient work. So rest now, and let each breath be a soft thank you to those ancient, unseen architects. Let me tell you a quiet story about the elements that make up our world, whispered from the cosmos to your ear. Neon is known for its soft, ethereal glow, a warm and steady light when energized in the vacuum of a glass tube. Imagine its gentle hum, a low whisper that carries the memory of its birth. It originates in the deep, slow fusion processes of aging stars, where over millions of years, atoms are forged in a serene stellar furnace. From that vast, quiet place, it drifted across the cosmos, finding its way to our sleeping cities. Here it rests, casting a protective golden light on deserted streets, a tiny piece of a distant sun brought home to comfort us in the night. Feel its warmth on your skin, a silent lullaby from the stars. Iron acts as the heavy, grounding core of our planet, a dense, metallic heart that generates a protective magnetic shield. This shield wraps around the Earth like a warm blanket, softly deflecting the harsh, invisible winds from the sun. It was forged in the final, serene moments of a massive star's life, in the calm before a supernova when atoms were fused in a last, quiet burst of energy. These atoms then drifted into a nebula, a cloud of stardust before coalescing into our world. Now it lies deep beneath you, a steady, silent anchor that holds you safe in the vast, dark ocean of space. Feel its weight as you sink into sleep, a reminder of the cosmic forces that cradle you. Phosphorus is a glowing element often found in the quiet depths of the ocean, where in the eternal dark, some creatures use it to create a soft, bioluminescent light. Imagine a jellyfish drifting by, its body a faint, pulsing lantern in the black water. Yet this element also serves as the energy currency for every cell in your body, a steady, rhythmic flow that powers your thoughts and dreams. It connects the deep sea's stillness to your inner calm, a quiet, luminous thread between the world outside and the universe within you. Let its gentle rhythm guide you into a tranquil sleep. Feel it pulse softly in the silence, like a heartbeat from the ocean floor. Xenon is one of the rarest and heaviest of the noble gases, drifting invisibly in the air around us in tiny, fleeting amounts. It is a ghost in the atmosphere, so scarce that you could breathe it and never know it was there. In specialized lamps, it creates a cool, steady light that mimics the soft clarity of a daylight sky, a gentle illumination that calms the spirit. Picture this light falling on your face, soft as morning, as you rest in a peaceful, still dawn. It is a hidden comfort, a whisper from the inert elements that surround you in silence. Let this light soothe you, a cool caress from the unseen world. Hydrogen is the simplest and most abundant element, the very first whisper of matter in the early universe. In those first moments after the Big Bang, it emerged as a hot, soft cloud that eventually cooled into vast, shimmering expanses of interstellar gas. These clouds became the quiet seeds from which every other element in the periodic table grew, forging the stars and planets in a slow, cosmic dance. Now, billions of years later, it is in the water you drink, the air you breathe, the stars that light the night. It is the silent beginning of all things, a warm, primordial hug that connects you to the infinite. Breathe in its ancient presence, the breath of the universe itself. Rest now, knowing that these elements, born in the stars and the deep sea, are a part of you, cradling you in their ancient, gentle embrace. Hydrogen, the universe's first quiet exhalation after the Big Bang, drifts in vast silent clouds where gravity softly gathers it to kindle the gentle fire of newborn stars. Gold descended in a soft shimmering rain of meteorites, born from the distant elegant collision of neutron stars that scattered precious light across the velvet darkness of space. Helium, a peaceful buoyant spirit, escapes Earth's tender grasp to wander the silent vacuum, its existence first whispered to us in the sun's golden glow during a quiet eclipse of 1868. Carbon, the soft, versatile weaver of existence, forms intricate flowing chains that craft the delicate structures of a leaf and the deep shimmer of a diamond, reflecting nature's patient beauty. Oxygen was a rare, fleeting breath in the ancient sky until cyanobacteria began their slow, rhythmic dance of photosynthesis, gently filling the air with the clear, refreshing essence we now breathe. The silent heart of our world spins deep within, a molten iron core that weaves an invisible shield, a gentle veil against the solar winds of the cosmos. A noble gas that dreams in stillness until electricity awakens it into a soft, ethereal glow, a luminous piece named from the Greek for the new. Since ancient days, silver has held the moon's reflection, a fluid and serene light, conducting warmth with a quiet grace that feels almost like memory. Unseen and inert, argon drifts through our breath, a peaceful presence that preserves the fragile echoes of history in its quiet embrace. The periodic table is a silent map of cosmic waves, where groups and periods flow with a rhythmic harmony, revealing the slow, predictable dance of elemental properties. And now, as we close this chapter on the elemental origins, your mind has wandered through the silent core of iron, the soft glow of neon, and the serene shimmer of silver. It is time to let these secrets rest gently in the night. If this journey helped you drift towards sleep, perhaps leave a like so I know. Subscribe, and I will be here whenever you need a quiet voice in the darkness, a steady guide to slumber. Good night, sleep well, and remember that the symphony of elements plays on a hidden harmony in the fabric of the universe, waiting for you to discover again. Rest now, everything is exactly as it should be.